haven't went grocery shopping since the end of December, and that's only because I have a pantry full of food and a freezer out in the garage full of meat and a freezer in the house full of meat. So you can imagine the look on my face when I got to the grocery store and saw how much grocery prices have increased since the last time I went grocery shopping. So that's why I take my money to Jovi's Smart Shop. I can always depend on them to have the cheaper grocery prices. And Jovi's Smart Shop is a grocery store chain that is specific to Texas. I'm in North Texas, so we just got one about, was it last year sometime? We recently got one, and I have been shopping there ever since because their prices are hands down the cheapest in my area. If you live in an area that don't have a Jovi's, if you don't live in Texas, I would suggest finding a grocery store like Frugal's, Food Lion, Save a Lot, Piggly Wiggly, like those types of grocery stores where you know your dollar will stretch. And if you don't have any of those types of grocery stores in your area, because I do know some people don't have Aldi, they don't have any grocery stores where they can save money in their area, check out the ethnic food stores. Now, if you live in an area with ethnic grocery stores in your area, try shopping there because you can find a lot of fresh fruits, veggies, meat. You can find a lot of stuff for cheap at the ethnic grocery stores. But yeah, I'm going to show you everything that I bought today. I'm going to include prices on everything that I got. Like I said, I do live in North Texas, so you'll get an idea of what grocery prices are like here. So let's take a look at everything that I bought at Jovi's. The eggs were $2.47, which is a really good deal considering they are between $5 to $10 at other grocery stores. What are the price of eggs in your area? Let me know down in the comments section. There was a limit of 2, so I will be going back to get more until I have enough to get through the next couple of weeks. The bread was 88 cents each. I'm going to place 1 loaf in the freezer and we're going to eat 1 loaf now. That way it doesn't go to waste or sit in the pantry growing mold. The sourdough bread was $3.24. I think I'm the only one who eats this around here. I usually get sourdough or the Dave's seeded bread from Costco. Since I'm not trying to spend $6 on bread, I went ahead and grabbed this loaf from Jovi's. The sour cream was $1.63 each. I'm going to use 1 for Taco Tuesday and the other is for a lasagna recipe that I found, or I just may save it for a honey bun cake because I do need ricotta cheese to make that lasagna and I don't have any right now, so I'm thinking I'm going to make that honey bun cake instead of the lasagna. The shredded cheese was $1.97. I use this on my scrambled eggs. I sprinkle it on my salads. I also use it in my mac and cheese when I don't feel like shredding it, and I also use it for Taco Tuesday when I make tacos, burritos, birria tacos. Anything I make for Taco Tuesday, I'm using this shredded cheese on it. The blocked cheese was $1.87. 10 cents cheaper than the shredded. I did intentionally get the Kobe Jack to make mac and cheese, and the mozzarella is for homemade pizza. And since I made that homemade pie crust the other day, I'm going to expand my baking skills and try to make a homemade pizza crust. The half and half was $3.78. We use this in our coffee, and I also use this when I cook mac and cheese. This is the cheapest half and half in my area. It's over $5 at Walmart and about $6 to $8 at Kroger and Albertsons. The Brazilian steakhouse marinade was 97 cents, y'all. It is well over $1 at Walmart, Albertsons, and Kroger, but here is 97 cents. This is not the flavor I wanted. I really wanted to get the Montreal flavor, but since they didn't have it, I grabbed this one. Now, I've never tried it before, have no idea how it tastes, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try and we'll see how this goes. The sweetened condensed milk was $1.68 each. I grabbed 1 to make homemade Starbucks, really the mocha frappuccinos. That's what we make from Starbucks. And the other one is for a banana pudding. I went to make a banana pudding for dessert the other day and I was missing the sweetened condensed milk. Thankfully, I gather all of my ingredients before cooking to make sure nothing is missing. I'm glad I didn't open something thinking I had all of my ingredients and I didn't. So now I have everything that I need to make that banana pudding. The Del Monte spaghetti sauce was $1.17 each. I meant to get all meat flavored and accidentally grabbed a traditional can somehow, but I'll use that when I make homemade pizzas instead of using the marinara sauce. The chicken and beef stock was $1.47 each. I'm making beef stew this week because that's a meal that can be stretched for 2 weeks, even longer if I add lentils to it. The Jiffy Corn Muffin Mix was 50 cents each. This is a pantry stock up item. I had to use one, so I bought two. One to replace the one that I used and one extra one. This is a great way to build your emergency food storage. However many you use, you go ahead and buy that same amount, but then you go and get extra. The canned green beans and corn were 3 for $1. This is another pantry stock up item. I have about 12 cans left in my pantry and I bought 9 more to add to what I already have. The sweet peas were 60 cents each. I bought these for when I cook Salisbury steak and smothered chicken. The sugar was $2.95 each. I had bought 8 bags from Albertsons back in December when they had them on sale for $1.49. I'm just now running low, so I grabbed 2 more to build my stockpile back up. The powdered sugar was $1.84. I used this all of the time to make a glaze for cakes and cookies. I still have 1 bag left, so this is a backup bag for when that one runs out. The green tea was $3.97. This is by far the cheapest pack of green tea around. My daughter takes this to school in her lunch. Aldi used to be the cheapest around at $4.67. And let's not talk about Walmart, Kroger, and Albertsons. It's $6 to $8 at those stores. The frozen mixed veggies were $1.33 each. I'm going to be cooking beef stew this week, and these are the veggies that I put in there in addition to lentils. If you ever need a meal that is filling and will last for days, try making beef stew. The Peter Pan peanut butter was $2.18. I had my husband with me this shopping trip and he wanted the name brand. I had initially grabbed the Jovi's brand, which was $1.97. I mean, it's a 21-cent difference, so I let him have the Peter Pan. The elbow macaroni was $1.07. My family loves when I make homemade mac and cheese, so I bought a bag to go with dinner this week. This is my go-to side item when I make the mesquite grilled or rotisserie chicken and candied yams. The almonds were $1.17. The walnuts were $1.47, and the pecans were $1.24. I bought these to add texture to my oatmeal. I've also been using them to make homemade trail mix, and since only 3 of us can eat these 3 bags should last a long time. The Arizona tea was 70 cents. My husband really wanted to try this flavor, so why not for 70 cents? When we got home, my middle son gave it a try and he loved it as well. So whenever I go back to Jovi's, I'm going to grab a few more of this flavor. The extra gum was $1.17 each, and for those of you who don't know, I chew gum all day every day. I have an emergency pack in the car, I have 2 in my purse, and the rest are in various drawers around the house. I always have to have gum at all times. The 5-pound bag of russet potatoes was 97 cents. I plan on making mashed potatoes, hash browns, french fries, and tater tots with these potatoes. This 1 bag will stretch across several recipes. The blueberries were 97 cents each. I use these to make homemade blueberry waffles and blueberry pancakes. I also eat them as a snack. The oranges were 4 for $1. I'm going to juice some with carrots and save the rest to eat for breakfast this week. The Gala apples were also 4 for $1, and I'm going to juice these with the carrots and oranges. I'm also going to slice some up and make snack packs, y'all. The key to keeping them looking fresh in the fridge is lemon juice. Squeeze lemon juice on them before placing them in snack pack bags. The green apples were 3 for $1. These are for making a homemade homemade apple pie. I like using green apples because the tartness pairs well with the sweetness of the pie filling. And plus they hold their shape during the baking process. The garlic was 5 for $1. I cook with garlic all of the time. I'm also learning how to grow it. And I read somewhere that you can take a bulb and plant it in like your soil with compost and all of that and grow it yourself. And that's what I'm going to be doing with some of this garlic. The ginger root was 86 cents. I add this to all of my juices, mainly because of the health benefits. The bell pepper was 4 for $1. I'm going to chop these up and freeze them for future meals. The carrots were $1.15. I'm going to be juicing these with apples, oranges, and ginger root. If I have any left over, I'm going to slice them and cook them with my beef stew. The lemons were 5 for $1. We drink a lot of tea around here, so I grabbed 10. I also like to drink lemon and cucumber infused water, so I'll be using some for that too. The pineapple was $1.77. It's about the same at Aldi, maybe 1 or 2 cents more there, but I'm going to juice this with celery, cucumbers, and ginger root. The cucumbers were 4 for $1. I grabbed 8. I love to snack on these, y'all, so the ones that I don't juice, I'm going to slice them up and snack on them. The bananas were $1.44. My daughter likes to make this chocolate banana smoothie, so I grabbed extra bananas so that she can do that. And for the most part, we eat these for breakfast or as a random snack throughout the day. The sweet potatoes were $2.23. I found this sweet potato cake recipe that I wanted to try. My dad used to make sweet potato cakes all of the time, so I'm going to give it a try and see if I can make one too. The celery was 95 cents each. I'm going to juice one bunch and chop the other bunch up to freeze for future meals. I love celery and pineapple juice. That is by far my favorite. If you need to up your fiber intake, try making celery or cucumber juice. They both will do the trick. The aluminum foil was $3.27. Y'all, I did not know how to act buying foil. I bought it in bulk at Sam's about 2 years ago, and I'm just now running out. The paper towels were $6.77. I usually get them from Sam's, but haven't been anywhere near Sam's lately, so I grabbed a pack while I was in Jovi's. The paper plates were $1.23 each. These are more for convenience because my family would grab a regular plate for something that could have been placed on a paper towel. So to avoid the extra dishes, I bought these paper plates. The leg quarters were $4.70. This is enough chicken to make 2 weeks worth of meals. I can do mesquite grilled chicken this week and rotisserie chicken the next. I love when these bags of chicken go on sale because I can get enough chicken to last an entire month. The pork sausage was $2.77 each. I'm going to make baked ZT with one, spaghetti with the other, and breakfast burritos with the third one. I can get 2 weeks worth of meals out of baked ZT and spaghetti. The sliced bacon was $1.97 each. The limit was 4. This is a month's worth of bacon for us if I only cook it during the week while the kids are at school. Now, if we eat it on the weekend, I would have to cook an entire pack to feed my family of 5, and that's with cutting the bacon in half. The smoked ham shank was $3.35. I use this when I'm cooking green beans or collard greens. I love that smoky flavor that it releases. The roast beef was $7.55 for one and $8.70 for the other. One will be used to make beef stew, and the other one I'm going to marinate in that Brazilian steak season to make roast beef sliders. The pork chops was $7.26, which is a great deal for all of these pork chops. I found a new recipe that I wanted to try because we are so used to eating herb butter pork chops. So hopefully the new recipe is a hit with my family. Altogether, I spent $153.53. And that's for a family of 5. Sometimes we are a family of 6 because Jordan and Braden's best friend come over twice a week and he's usually here for dinner. So yeah, on those days I cook for 6. But that is not bad. That is not a bad price. And I did get a lot of groceries groceries. Several meals that I'm cooking this week will stretch for 2 weeks, like the beef stew, the spaghetti, the baked ziti, y'all, all of that chicken. That is 2 weeks worth of meals that I'm going to be cooking this week. With the way these grocery prices are soaring, we are going to have to come up with some type of plan before we head to the grocery store. Because gone are the days when you can just walk in the store and shop willy-nilly. Yeah, those days are gone. If we want to be able to feed our families, we are going to have to buckle down and get serious about meal planning, planning our grocery trips, budgeting, all the things. We're going to have to get serious about that. And we're also going to have to be very strategic in how we grocery shop. But you know, as the song says, we gonna be all right. I pray that you all have an amazing day, and family, we will chit chat in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.